Alpine's Hemp Company. Gummies, seltzers, syrups, and more. Treat yourself to the best.
The individuals depicted have been arrested but not convicted at the time of story postings. This information does not infer or imply guilt of any actions or activity other than their arrest. We make no warranty or guarantee as to the accuracy of this data. Welcome back into the WHKY News and the Crime Report. I'm Ralph Mangum. Here now is WHKY's Arianna Mack with 4 narcotics arrests in Lincoln County.
4 suspects have been arrested in connection to a methamphetamine investigation. 41-year-old Misty Nicole Gilroy, 36-year-old Effie Richard, 59-year-old Angela Gilbert Reborn, and 29-year-old Dallas Austin Davis, all of Lincolnton, were arrested by Lincoln County Sheriff's officers. Gilroy is charged with 3 counts of possession with intent to sell and deliver methamphetamine and 3 counts of the sale and delivery of meth. Richard is charged with 4 counts of possession with intent to sell and deliver meth, 5 counts of the sale of meth, 5 counts of selling meth within 1,000 feet of a school, 2 counts of conspiracy to sell meth, and trafficking meth by sale and delivery. Reborn is charged with selling meth within 1,000 feet of a school and conspiracy to deliver meth. Davis is charged with possession with intent to sell and deliver meth, 3 counts of the sale and delivery of meth, 2 counts of selling meth within 1,000 feet of a school, 2 counts of felony possession of meth, and felony possession of fentanyl. According to a news release issued Tuesday, from 2023 into 2024, the Lincoln County Sheriff's Office Narcotics Unit conducted undercover operations in and around Lincoln County. The Narcotics Unit utilized undercover officers as well as other operational techniques to purchase methamphetamine and fentanyl throughout the county. During the investigation, narcotics officers seized approximately 300 grams of meth, 10 grams of fentanyl, and approximately 5 grams of cocaine. Gilroy was placed in the Harvin A. Krause Detention Center under a $35,000 secured bond. Richard was jailed under a $1 million bond. Reborn was released on bond, and Davis was placed in the Harvin A. Krause Detention Center under a $76,000 secured bond. There will be more arrests to follow from this investigation. Stay tuned to WHKY.com to find out more. I'm Arianna Mack for WHKY.
Thank you, Arianna. A man faces charges following a reported chase involving a motorcycle. Rob Eastwood has that story.
According to police reports, the suspect in this case initiated a pursuit with police. The suspect was operating a motorcycle. Police eventually had to abandon that pursuit. They later found the suspect after he collided with a vehicle. The suspect was brought to a trauma center for treatment. He will be charged with multiple offenses upon his release. 26-year-old Ace Garrison of Salisbury faces charges from the Troutman Police Department. He's facing counts of felony flee to elude arrest, possession of marijuana, maintaining a vehicle for transportation of a controlled substance, and various traffic offenses. On Monday at 4:45 p.m., a Troutman police officer saw a blue motorcycle pass another vehicle in a no-passing zone in front of South Iredell High School. The officer caught up to the vehicle at the intersection of Old Mountain Road and North Main Street, where he activated his blue lights and siren to conduct a traffic stop of the motorcycle. The motorcycle rider failed to come to a stop, turned around and waved at the officer, and then accelerated at a high rate of speed in heavy traffic between vehicles by traveling on the center double yellow line. The officer canceled his pursuit immediately due to the amount of traffic and safety concerns to the public. The officer continued traveling at or below the speed limit in traffic with no emergency equipment activated. Upon reaching the intersection with Rumpel Street and South Main Street, the officer observed a collision involving the motorcycle and another vehicle. The operator of the motorcycle, Ace Garrison, was found suffering serious but non-life-threatening injuries. Troutman Fire and Rescue and Iredell County EMS responded to the scene, and Garrison was transported to a regional trauma center for treatment. Warrants were obtained against Garrison, and they will be served upon his release from medical treatment. Reporting for WHKY News, I'm Rob Eastwood.
Thank you, Rob. From the courtroom now, 40-year-old Michael Lamar Gaines of Akron, Ohio, was sentenced today to 20 years in prison, followed by 5 years of supervised release on charges of possession of a firearm by a convicted felon and possession with intent to distribute methamphetamine. The announcement was made by Dina J. King, U.S. Attorney for the Western District of North Carolina, who was joined by Iredell County Sheriff Darren Campbell, among others. According to court records, in February 2023, an Iredell County deputy attempted to stop Gaines' vehicle on I-77 for a traffic violation. Gaines did not comply and instead fled at a high rate of speed. The deputy reported that Gaines left the roadway multiple times and nearly struck other vehicles in his attempt to evade law enforcement. The vehicle crashed after exiting I-77 and running a stop sign. Gaines then attempted to flee on foot before he was apprehended. Officers searched the vehicle and found a handgun with an extended magazine and 2 bags that contained nearly half a kilogram of meth. Officers also seized $8,940 in cash that was found on Gaines' person. Court records show that Gaines has multiple prior criminal convictions, including drug trafficking and theft. He is prohibited from possessing firearms. In February of this year, Gaines pleaded guilty to the firearms and drug charges. He is in the custody of the U.S. Marshal Service and will be transferred to the Federal Bureau of Prisons. The U.S. Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives and the Iredell County Sheriff's Office handled the investigation. The U.S. Attorney's Office in Charlotte prosecuted the case. 60-year-old Todd Randall Cook of the Silver Creek Church Road Extension in Morganton has been arrested by Burke County Sheriff's officers on 10 counts of felony third-degree sexual exploitation of a minor. Events leading to Cook's arrest began on February 27th when sheriff's officers and the North Carolina Department of Adult Corrections conducted a compliance check operation on registered sex offenders. During the check, electronics were found that were suspected to contain child pornography. The electronics were seized and forensic downloads were conducted. As a result, Cook was charged accordingly and arrested without incident. He was jailed without bond with a first appearance in district court scheduled today. Cook was previously arrested in June of 2022 for sexual exploitation of a minor and in March of 2023 for a post-release violation in connection with pornographic material. And 40-year-old Randy Lee Poteet of Enola Road in Morganton was arrested by Morganton Public Safety officers Sunday for felony possession of a Schedule II controlled substance and misdemeanor failure to appear on account of failure to comply. Poteet was arrested after an officer responded to a convenience store on South Sterling Street in reference to an individual who had passed out in a vehicle in the parking lot. The individual was identified as Randy Lee Poteet. Police reportedly found 1 gram of fentanyl. Poteet was taken to the Burke County Jail under a $1,500 secured bond. A district court date was set for September 16th. That wraps up the WHKY News Crime Report today. For WHKY, I'm Ralph Mangum, reminding you to keep it clean and to keep it legal.